Good morning, welcome to GrainTV. It's July 3rd, 2012. I'm Logan Burgess. To my right is Brock Shimano. Well, we saw crop progress come out yesterday afternoon. Crop conditions continue to deteriorate. As a result, we have grain futures absolutely rallying once again here this morning. If we hop into the Fire Tip platform, we can see that we have September corn trading up 17.5. New crop corn trading up 16.5. We got soybeans up 25 on old crop, up 25.5 on the new crop. We have wheat in Chicago up 18, wheat in Kansas City here up 18 as well. You know, Brock, yesterday afternoon we did have that crop condition report come out. You kind of want to break down what we're looking at right now for this crop.
Yeah, we did see the crops deteriorate once again on the good to excellent ratings. We saw corn down another 8% on the good to excellent rating, and we're now 21% behind where we were last year at this time. Soybeans also fell 8% on the good to excellent rating, and we're also 21% where we were last year at this time as well for soybeans. The only glimmer of hope for these three crops, corn, soybeans, or spring wheat, is spring wheat coming in at 71% good to excellent. Although it did fall 6% last week, we're still ahead of where we were last year at this time. If we pay attention to the two states we've been looking at for quite some time now, we've been paying attention to Illinois and Indiana. These have been some critical areas that have been very dry over the beginning parts of this growing season. You can see here by the yellow and blue line that we've fallen pretty quickly over the last few weeks on the good to excellent rating. Indiana is now sitting at 19% on the good to excellent rating, and Illinois is sitting at 26% on the good to excellent rating. Quite a bit behind where we were last year. These are a couple of key growing states, and it looks like their crop is falling pretty fast
Right. Conditions continue to deteriorate here, really as we approach a critical development stage, especially for this corn crop. If we kind of take a look at crop progress right now, as you can see, right now we have 25% of this corn crop silking, 26% of the soybean crop is blooming, and 73% of that spring wheat crop is headed here. You know, I was just talking to a producer in Iowa. He said next week they're going to be really heavy into pollination here. That's going to be a critical time in determining the yield that comes out of this crop. You know, if we take a look at it here kind of another way, as you can see here, we're well ahead of pace from where we typically see this crop, both on the 5-year average and compared to last year. You know, planting got off to a great start this year. We're about 2 weeks ahead of pace right now. And as you can see, in terms of the percentage of the crop that's silking, right now we're sitting about 25%. This crop should be close to 40% silking here by next week. And there's not really any relief in sight on the 6 to 10-day forecast here. So we're going to have to keep an eye on that. You know, right now we have that D's corn contract testing contract highs about 5 cents away from the all-time contract high. And certainly if it remains dry, it does have the potential to break through that here. You know, that kind of wraps up our show here for Tuesday morning on GrainTV. We are going to have an early trade day. Markets are going to close at 12 Central Time here this afternoon. Everyone have a great July 4th here. We'll see you back Thursday morning.